Yeah, well, Kelly, I mean, I think there's the economic takeaway, and then there's the political takeaway. From an economic perspective, you've seen various estimates about this bill's impact in terms of the macroeconomy, both on inflation and growth. From an inflation perspective, does it do much on inflation? Maybe it moves the needle very marginally in terms of reducing inflation, both in terms of decreasing the prices of pharmaceutical drugs, increasing the supply of clean energy, but not, those things are not necessarily going to take place in the short term before the midterms. But then politically, and this I think is where Democrats are seeing them trying to take a victory lap, politically this likely does help. Not only have these pharmaceutical drug, being able to negotiate drug prices has been a huge priority for Democrats for honestly more than 20 years. But I think really importantly for President Biden and the administration, he's been able to get through these big climate, green energy, climate investments. This is something that he ran on in 2020, obviously, and he's able now to sort of honor that promise. So I think they're hoping maybe, if not economically, but at least politically, that this is going to be a big tailwind going into November.
What are the odds or the polling saying at this point about the outcome of that midterm election?
Yeah, so I mean, look, if you look at sort of history since World War II in the House, usually the House is viewed as sort of a national election. The party in power typically does not do very well. On average, the party in power loses 25 seats in the House again since World War II. So again, it just passes prologue. Democrats are have sort of an uphill challenge in the House. The Senate, though, is really, I think, a toss-up. The Republicans actually have a more unfavorable map. They have more seats up for re-election this election cycle. And some of the candidates on the Republican side are a little bit unconventional, particularly in some of the battleground states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Ohio, and what have you. So I think the conventional wisdom right now is that the Democrats will likely lose the House. That probably is right, but the margins matter. How many seats do they actually lose? And then I think the Senate very much is a toss-up. And if anything, both this climate bill, but the CHIPS Act and some of the other successes the Biden administration have basically made, I think, the Senate even more of a toss-up, probably even the picture even better for Democrats than it was just a few weeks ago.